Shalom. Kahala Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakadash. That's all praise to Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, by Hashem in the name of Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing be to all the arcane that pushing this word of truth and sincerity, man. Shalom. It's going to be another quick video, man. The Lord wasn't y'all edified, all right? But basically, what I'm going to get into today, as you see in this, the title of this article, it says, here's why Christian scholars who study end times say this is not the end of the world, right? And we know that this is the end of the world, right? These damn Christians, they just comfortable here, right? Making all that damn money. Now that, you know what I'm saying, that they don't want, you know what I'm saying, the end of this this kingdom, you know what I'm saying, to come, man. All right? But we know that this is the end of the so-called world or this generation, right? And this kingdom ultimately, because the Lord gave us different signs and plagues that he was said that he was going to send upon the earth right before the Yahushua comes back, man. Like when you read in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, Luke 21, and 2nd Ezra's 9 and 1, 2nd Ezra's 9th chapter, man. The Lord said he was going to send famine, pestilence, rumors of wars, you know, commotions of the people, all those things, man, before the Lord came back, man. And all those things are happening all at once, all right? That's how we know that this is the end, you know what I'm saying, the end of this generation, man. If you, all right, another sign is too, man, the Lord said that, you know, hey, you know, he was going to, you know what I'm saying, raise up prophets in the last days, you know what I'm saying, the prophesy, all right? And that's what's happening, all right? So without further ado, man, I'm going to get into the article. It says, with the coronavirus pandemic spreading across the globe, a lingering question has resurfaced. Are we witnessing the end of the world? Tom Meyer, a Bible professor who has the book of Revelation memorized, has written a verse-by-verse commentary on the final chapter in the New Testament. In the coronavirus, it's like, is the coronavirus Yahweh's judgment? Pastor weighs in. What is happening in the world isn't new. It has happened before, said Meyer, also known as the Bible memory man, in an interview with Fox News, right? And that's why the scripture tells you that there is no new thing under the sun, man. Right, let me get this because I just looked it up. 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. A con, man. So all the things that are happening now, you know what I'm saying, most of it's happening, you know what I'm saying, during the time of Egypt, right? And the Lord said that he was going to bring all those plagues, you know what I'm saying, back on the earth again, man, right? And America is known as spiritual Egypt, right? When you go to like Deuteronomy 20 and 6, it tells you that we were going to go into you know, spiritual Egypt on slave ships, right? And America's called spiritual Egypt because, you know, they follow all the different philosophies and things of that nature, man. And it means bondage, right? When they go to Exodus 20 and 2, you know, the word Egypt means bondage. Another word for bondage is captivity and slavery, all right? And that's America for you, man, right? And then you go to, what is it, Revelations 9 or 11. It tells you, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that we were going to start waking up, you know what I'm saying, out of spiritual Egypt, right? And spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. All right, and that's America, all right? So I just wanted to get on that, man. It says, we should think of the current outbreak as a preview of things to come, the slightest taste of what life would be like during the Great Tribulation as recorded in the book of Revelation, Meyer says, right? And the Great Tribulation, is, I think that's going to, you know what I'm saying, the hour of temptation, man, right? Because we're going to be tried. Our faith is going to be tried, you know what I'm saying, with that RFID microchip, man, the mark of the beast, all right? But this so-called coronavirus, man, this is just like brothers like to say, man, just the tip of the iceberg, man. This is just some slight of what's to come. All right, there's gonna be a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying, worse shit out here, man. And that coronavirus ain't really out here, man. Right? Because if it's so damn contagious, there'll be a whole lot more people infected. All right, infected by it, man. There's like what, 9 people infected in my city, as they say. Right? If that was the case, man, there'd be a whole lot more because those people are around thousands and thousands of people or hundreds of people, man. Right? And all those people would be sick. All right. So we know that shit's really just a scare tactic, man, to get a reaction out of the people and to have a reason to force those mandatory vaccinations in the RFID microchip, man. All right. It says the book of Revelation, the last book in the Christian Bible, is interpreted by many evangelical scholars as a description of Yahweh Shah returning to earth. At that point, it depicts believers being raptured to heaven and those left behind suffering tribulation. But Christians have varying views on this, right? And that's not true. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be driving a whip and shit. Next thing you know, we disappear and all our clothes are gone and the whip crash. And it's not going to be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get into all that because that's not what I'm making this video about. It says, what is the Christian response to the coronavirus? Pastors urge faith over fear. Meyer explains Christians will be delivered, but unbelievers will suffer for 42 months until Yahweh Shah returns to earth to destroy the Antichrist and establish his rule in Jerusalem for a millennium, right? And Christians ain't got no understanding of the scriptures, man, because the Lord, he coming back one time and one time only, man, right? He gonna come back, deliver the elect, you know what I'm saying, and destroy this place, all right? And that's gonna be it, man. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be established, man. All you nations, y'all going into slavery, right? And we're gonna be back in the rulership, you know what I'm saying, for eternity, man, all right? So the Lord, he ain't gonna come back after 42 months of the Antichrist torturing and none of that shit, man. All right, there are many antichrists. Right, anybody that doesn't believe in the truth of these scriptures are antichrist, man, including the 2/3 of our people. Right, so the antichrist is anybody that doesn't believe in this word, man. All right. It's a whole lot of bullshit in here, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, let's go to Matthew 24 to prove that this is, you know what I'm saying, the so-called end of the world. All right, if you will. Matthew 24, and I started 1, and it says, and Yahweh Shah went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shah said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be one, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right. So when Yahweh Shah was telling them things, you know what I'm saying, the disciples came up to him, probably asking, when are these things going to be? You know what I'm saying? When is it going to be, you know, the sign of your second coming? And when is it going to be the end of the world, man? And this is what Yahweh Shah responded with, man. He said, and Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And that's happening today, man. Got a lot of people saying that they Yahweh Shah himself, man. Not knowing if Yahweh Shah was on the earth now the kingdom of heaven be established, man. We will be in rulership, right? Ain't gonna be no more war, no more wickedness going on, man. All right? And that's happening today. And they deceiving a whole lot of people, man. Because a lot of people are following them and believing that. Verse 6 says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. A kind. And like a lot of people like to be like, well, we've been hearing of wars and things like of that nature, man. But and that was at a high level, all right? You got Russia, China, North Korea, all types of other countries, man, Iran, coming up against America, all right? And it says, but the end is not yet, right? And a lot of people thought that whenever Trump bombed Hussein Soleimani, they thought that was going to be it, man. No, but the end is not yet. That is just a build-up, all right? It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, right? Race wars are going to be popping off, right? And, you know, kingdom against kingdom, man. A lot of people, these different countries coming up against each other. And it says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places they come, man, right? Famine, lack of food. And that's what's going on, man. You go to your grocery store, that bitch gonna be empty, man. I know it is down here and a lot of other cities too, man. Right, this shit gonna be empty as hell, right? And it's gonna come at a high level. And that's also why you see those damn there's big swarms of locusts over there in Africa and in the so-called Middle East, man, tearing up all those crops, man. Because the Lord said that there was going to be a famine, man. So hey, he's working, man. He's going to have that coming effect. And it says in pestilences, right? Ebola, the coronavirus, man. And the coronavirus ain't even really out here like they're saying it is, man. Like I was saying, it's a scare tactic, right? But what they gonna do, what they most likely gonna do is they gonna, put that coronavirus in that damn vaccination, man. Right? When people take that vaccination, they're gonna be dropping dead like a motherfucker, man. All right. And when you're reading Psalms 91, it tells you that, hey, a lot of people gonna be dying from pestilence, man. Right? These are all signs of, you know what I'm saying, of the end times, man. And it says in earthquakes in diverse places, and that's what's happening, man. Earthquakes every damn where, man. Shit, who was it? Utah just got hit with one. You got Turkey got hit with 2 of them, big ass ones. You got over there in the Caribbean islands, right? Cali being hit with them. Hey, man, they be happening everywhere, man. All right, it says all these are the beginning of sorrows, Akon, man. Right? Like in the article, man, he said that this is slightly of what's to come, and that's true, man. All right, these are all the beginning of sorrows, meaning what? There's still a whole lot more to come after this, man. All right, It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. It come, man. And who is this talking about, man? This is talking about the prophets, the true men of the Lord, because that Christian church ain't being hated by nobody but white supremacists, all right? But the men of the Lord out there teaching the highways and the byways, this truth of the Bible, man, prophesying the downfall against this kingdom. We being hated by everybody, man. All right, we knowing, all right? Everybody's starting to hate us, man. But why is that happening? Because the Lord said it was going to happen, man. He also said that, hey, if they hate him, know that they, or if they hate us, know that they hated him before, man. Why they hate Yahweh Shah, man? Because of what he was teaching, man. Therefore, they gonna hate us because we're teaching the same thing that he teaching, right? Verse 10, it says, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another, right? The love of many, which I'm gonna go down, right? It says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. A con, man. That's happening today, man. Got a whole lot of false prophets rising up and deceiving a whole lot of people, man. All right, like, Nate from the IUIC, General Yohana, all them niggas, man, saying that the chipping isn't the RFID microchip. You even got some jakes out here saying that all nations can be saved, man. All right, those are all false prophets, including, those damn so-called Bible scholars, man. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. They come, man. And that's what's happening, man. You got people, you got mothers killing their own kids, man. And why, man? Because that's prophecy, man. The Lord said that was going to happen in the end times, man. The love of many shall wax cold. You got family turning against family, killing each other and shit, man. All right, it's because the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Right, we're not saved from shit. Christians like to say that they saved, and they not yet, man. Right? It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come and come, man. Right? And this truth, you know what I'm saying? Which we believe that, you know what I'm saying? Great Millstone has the truth. Hey, man. It's being preached, you know what I'm saying, to all the ends of the world, man. All right, this is in everywhere. You got brothers over there teaching in Africa, the UK, everywhere, man. All right, and it has to be preached to all nations, all right. And it says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Hey, calm, man. Because we in a time that you're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, having children or anything like that, man. This is not risk. All right, and why would you want to have children, right? You know what I'm saying? This generation is finna pass over. This kingdom is finna get destroyed, right? Therefore, you shouldn't be have kids, man. Right, and then, hey, you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, having anything weigh you down during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, because we're gonna be going through some shit, all right. And it says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. It come, man. Jacob's trouble, man. And that damn RFID microchip, man. The RFID microchip, that's what the hour of temptation is, man. Right? And we're gonna be tried like a hoe, man. And it says, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened and come, man. I've heard people personally say that, hey, time is speeding up and shit. Hey, why, man? Because the Lord, he's shortening the days for the elect's sake, man. Because if he didn't, man, no flesh should be saved, man. Right? Esau got everything fucked up, man. Ass backwards, man. Right? The food polluted, man. I was watching one of the brothers yesterday from GMS Ancient of Days, man. Over there in the LA camp, he was saying that like how like some of the vegetables, they got like shit on them or something, man. I don't know. Even feces, man. That shit crazy, man. Right? Got the chemtrails in the sky, man, which is designed to break down your immune system. Right? All types of things, man. And that's why we got to be saved up out of here, right? And ultimately because Esau's finna go on a rampage, right? When you read Revelations 12 and 12. It says, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is a Mashiach, or there, believe it not, right? Because people are actually going to be saying that, right? Here, over here is Yahweh Shah's over here and things like that, and they're going to be trying to deceive a whole lot of people, right? But you're going to know when Yahweh Shah here, because he's going to come in with a big-ass so-called UFO and thousands of angels, man, who are also going to be operating so-called UFOs, right? Which are the chariots in the Bible, man. It says, for there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. And they're gonna try to, man. But the Lord, He's with the elect, man. They're not gonna be deceived no matter what, man. It says, behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, He is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, He is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning coming out of the east and shineth even to the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right, so you gonna know when Yahweh shall come back, man. Right, Scripture tells you in Revelations 1:7, if I'm not mistaken, every eye shall see Him, man. Right, He gonna come in a huge ass, chariot, man. It says, for wheresoever the carcass is, there will be the eagle scattered. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken, man. What are those stars, man? The stars are those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. The Lord, He put the spirit on these scientists and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To create these different nuclear missiles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for the day of vengeance, man. Right? Because that's the day of vengeance for the Lord, man. Right? To destroy this bitch to destroy America off the face of the earth, man. All right? Sloggy. And it says, and then shall appear. I also want to make another point, man. Right? Because missiles, ICBM nuclear missiles, man, they have, I guess you could say code names, man. In the scriptures, like, or they have, or they're personified as different things in the Bible, like arrows, stars, and shit like that, man. All right, they resemble stars because of that glow from the fire that they got on them, man. All right, on arrows because they got that little point, In verse 30 it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, right? In the clouds, man. I'm talking about the so-called UFOs because, the chariots that personified as, clouds, horses, what else? All right, and I think that's it, man. And it says, and He shall send His angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together His elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven even unto the other. Man. Right, and that's what the Lord, He coming back to do, man. He coming back to deliver His elect, right, which is the 144,000. 12 tribes, 12,000 out of each tribe, man. Out of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Right, not you other nations or anything like that, man. Right, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and He's coming back to do two things, man, to gather His elect and to destroy. All right. It says, now learn that parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and put it forth leaves, you know that summer is not a common. And that's how you know that summer is near, man. When you start seeing that the trees and shit, they start growing their leaves back. You start seeing the grass turn green and all that, man. That's how you know that summer is near. It says, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near. Even at the doors they call, man. That's how you know that the Lord is near, man. Right? When you see all these different things going on around the earth, man, rapidly like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hey, that's how you know that the Lord, He's finna come back, man. And it's obvious, man. You can just feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know I can feel it, man. All right, it says, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all of these things be fulfilled. They come, man. All right, key word, this generation, man. All right, this is going to be the last generation, man. Right? And it's not going to pass until all these things be fulfilled, man. All these different prophecies that the Lord said was going to happen, man. Right? And best believe they're going to happen, man. They happen in a rapid rate, man. All right? Time is speeding up. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only come, man. Right? Nobody truly knows when the Lord is going to come back. You know what I'm saying? Only the Heavenly Father, man. Yahweh Himself don't even know, right? But we know that it's soon, man. That's what the Lord said. Measure out the time diligently in itself, man. Right? You got to keep up what's going on, man, and add up to what the prophecies tell you, man. All right? And that's how you're going to know, you know what I'm saying, the times that you're living in. All right? And we know that we're in the end, man, due to the different things that are going on around the earth and through the different things that the Lord said was going to happen, man. That was going to happen in these last days. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days of Noah, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Right? It come, man. That during the times of Noah, man, people was out there, living in that best life, man. Living in that Holly Jolie spirit, man. Out there teeing up, doing what they do, man. And it's the same thing today, man. And it says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. A calm, man. When Noah was at that prophesying, man, the whole time for about 200 years, it's telling the people that the Lord's going to make it rain and he's going to flood the earth. People look at him crazy. Because back then it didn't rain. You know, it's just dew on the ground. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up early in the morning, you see the moisture. That's what it was back then, man. So they thought he was crazy and shit. Like, what? The Lord, he going to make it rain over here? You tripping, man. Right, and that's how it is, man. How it is today. People think we're crazy and shit when we tell them that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord, he's finna rain ICBM nuclear missiles over here. They think we crazy, man. Right, but why, man? Because we're living in the days of Noah all over again. And it says in 39, it says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's why the Lord said he's going to come as a thief in the night, man. Everybody doing what they doing, not mentioning the time diligently, man. Hey, they're going to be caught off guard, man. All right, but the elect, we're not going to be caught off guard because, hey, we know the times that we live in at night. It says, then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. A calm, man. Key word. Watch, man. You gotta watch, man. You gotta, keep up with these prophecies, man. Keep up with the news, man. So you know the times that you're living in, man. You gotta watch, man. All right? But that's all I had to bring out, man. Lord willing, y'all edified. But before I close, I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. The abundance the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim that preaching this word of truth to the city, man. Shalom and Abba.